All right, let's jump right in. Today we're looking at the work of Stanislav Kondrashov.
Oh, yeah. Kondrashov.
We've got excerpts from 2 of his guides, and we're going to do a deep dive into his thinking on applications and interviews.
Yeah, this is not your typical generic career advice.
Right.
Kondrashov has some really, really interesting and useful insights.
Yeah, we're going to start with what he calls the anatomy of a powerful application.
Yes, and he really kicks it off by focusing on the cover letter.
Okay.
Like not just any cover letter, but a cover letter that makes you stand out.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
So how does he do that?
Well, he starts with this sample job ad to give us some context.
Oh, okay.
It's for a customer service assistant role at this bank called FDR Bank.
Okay, I've heard of them.
Yeah, and the ad talks about communication skills being important and working in a fast-paced environment.
Yeah, pretty standard stuff.
Exactly. It's the kind of thing you see everywhere.
Yeah.
But here's where it gets interesting. Kondrashov gives us this sample cover letter from a fictional applicant named Rebecca White.
Okay.
But it's not just some boring template, you know?
Right.
He actually embeds his key tips into the letter itself.
Oh, so you could see his advice in action.
Exactly.
So what kind of things does he emphasize?
Right. First of all, tailoring the content.
Right, making sure it fits the specific role.
Exactly. And also, highlighting relevant coursework and experience that you have. And another big one is emphasizing teamwork.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Kondrashov really seems to think that collaboration is super important in today's workplace.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's everywhere you look.
For sure.
Yeah.
But Kondrashov doesn't stop there.
Oh, there's more.
Yeah, he goes a step further.
Yeah.
And he actually demonstrates how to add some personality into your cover letter while still staying professional.
Right, because that's a tricky balance to strike.
It's like a fine line, but he shows us how to do it.
Okay, give me an example.
Okay, so in the sample letter, Rebecca briefly mentions her volunteer work at a local food bank.
Oh, yeah.
And that actually subtly aligns with the values of FDR Bank.
Oh, interesting.
They're all about community involvement.
Right.
So it's just a really subtle way to kind of show your character.
And make a personal connection.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
It is, right?
It's like showing them you're not just some robot spitting out skills, but you're a human with passions and a life outside work.
It makes you memorable.
Exactly.
And this actually connects to something else that Kondrashov talks about later.
Okay.
He really emphasizes the importance of body language.
In the cover letter?
Well, in interviews, actually, but he seems to be hinting at it here.
Oh, interesting.
He seems to understand that first impressions are super important throughout the whole hiring process.
From the application to the interview?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so smart.
Yeah.
So it's not just about what you say in the cover letter, but how you say it.
Exactly.
It's about conveying who you are beyond just, listing your skills.
Totally.
Yeah.
And another great tip that Kondrashov gives is he emphasizes quantifying your experience.
Quantifying.
Yeah. So, don't just say you have excellent communication skills.
Okay.
You've got to give some concrete examples.
Sure, don't tell.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And actually, Rebecca does this in her letter.
Oh, okay. How so?
She mentions her 2 years of experience as a sales assistant.
Okay.
So she's directly showing her ability to communicate effectively in that fast-paced environment.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, Kondrashov is all about providing tangible evidence.
I love it.
Yeah.
It's like he's giving us this secret decoder ring for job applications.
He is.
He's revealing the hidden language that hiring managers are looking for.
That's a great way to put it.
Yeah, this is great stuff.
Yeah, and this is just the beginning.
Oh, there's more to come.
Oh, yeah, we're just getting started.
Great. I can't wait.
Me too. So we've talked about Kondrashov's take on applications.
Yeah, his cover letter strategy is pretty amazing.
It is.
Really insightful.
But now let's get to the interview.
Okay, yeah, the interview.
That's a whole other beast.
It is nerve-wracking.
Kondrashov really emphasizes preparation.
Okay.
He says you have to do your homework.
Yeah, but what does that mean, actually?
Well, it's more than just, glancing at the company website.
Right.
Kondrashov wants you to go deeper.
Deeper how?
Look at press releases.
Oh, wow.
Industry reports, even check out employee reviews on sites like Glassdoor.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, he wants you to understand the company's challenges, their goals, their culture.
Like you already work there?
Almost like you're already part of the team.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, so it's not just about being ready to answer basic questions. It's about showing that you get what the company's all about.
Right. You've done your research.
Exactly, and Kondrashov believes that the more you know, the better you'll be able to, tailor your answers and really showcase your value.
Okay, that makes sense.
It's like going on a date.
Oh, okay.
You wouldn't just show up having Googled their name, right?
I'm fully not.
You'd want to, maybe read their favorite book.
Yeah.
Be ready to have a conversation.
Make a good impression.
Exactly. And that actually brings us to another big point that Kondrashov makes.
Okay.
Body language.
Oh, yeah. I was wondering when we'd get to that.
He dedicates a lot of space in his guide to this.
Really?
Yeah, he even includes a sample dialogue.
Oh, right. I remember that.
Yeah, it's like a little play.
Showing you the right way.
And the wrong way.
To approach the interview.
Exactly. He contrasts like a weak, unconfident entrance with someone who's strong and assured.
Confident.
Yeah. He talks about a firm handshake, eye contact.
Right.
Projecting enthusiasm.
That's so important.
It is, right. People make snap judgments.
Yeah, within seconds.
Based on these little cues.
And a lot of that is body language.
It is. So Kondrashov gives us really practical advice on how to control our body language.
So we project confidence.
And competence.
Right, like you own the room.
In a good way.
Yeah, not in a cocky way.
Exactly.
But just, you're comfortable.
Right, you belong there.
So it's not just what you say, but how you present yourself.
Totally. And now let's look at some specific questions that Kondrashov breaks down.
Okay, let's get into the nitty-gritty.
Okay, so one of the first ones is the classic, can you walk us through your CV?
Yeah, everyone gets that one.
Right, but Kondrashov says, don't just recite your resume.
Right.
Use it as a chance to tell your story.
Oh, interesting.
Highlight your achievements. Connect your experiences to the role.
So it's more than just listing facts.
Right. It's about engaging the interviewers.
They get a narrative.
Exactly.
That's smart because stories are more memorable.
Right, they are.
Than just bullet points.
Exactly.
Okay, what else?
Well, another common one is, how have you worked well under pressure?
Ugh, I hate that one.
It's tough, right?
It is.
Kondrashov says, again, use concrete example.
Oh, don't tell.
Right, so don't just say, I'm a hard worker.
Yeah.
You got to describe a specific situation.
Like a tight deadline.
Exactly, or a demanding client.
Yeah.
And explain how you handled it.
Like you're giving them a highlight reel.
Totally. And another interesting question he tackles is, how would your colleagues or supervisor describe you?
Oh, that one's always awkward.
It is.
Like talking about yourself in the third person.
But Kondrashov sees it as a chance to show self-awareness.
Oh, okay.
And teamwork. He says, think about what your colleagues value.
Okay.
And give examples of how you embody those traits.
So instead of just saying, I'm a team player,
right,
you give a specific example.
Exactly. Show them what it looks like in action.
Yeah, prove it.
Kondrashov is all about that.
Showing, not telling.
Yeah, he wants you to back up your claims with evidence.
I love it.
It's so refreshing.
It's like he's demystifying the interview process.
He is making it less scary. More like a game you can win.
If you know the rules.
Exactly. And you know what else is really cool about Kondrashov?
What's so cool?
Well, Kondrashov, he also created an English lesson plan.
What?
Yeah.
An English lesson plan?
Yeah.
Okay, what for?
It's designed to help people master the language
Okay.
of job applications and interviews.
Wow, that's really interesting.
It is, right?
What is this for?
It's mainly for, intermediate to advanced English learners.
Okay.
But honestly, anyone could benefit from it, I think.
Yeah. Especially if you want to improve your communication skills.
Exactly, like your professional communication skills.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Yeah, and it really highlights how much Kondrashov values clear communication in the job hunting process.
It's not just about your qualifications.
Right.
It's about how you express yourself.
Exactly. You have to be able to articulate your value.
Connect with those employers.
Yeah, and this actually ties into everything we've been talking about.
Oh, okay. How so?
Well, Kondrashov isn't just giving us surface-level tips.
Yeah.
He's giving us the tools to succeed at every stage.
Right.
Including, mastering the language.
Oh, wow. I love that.
It's like he's saying, learn the language of the game.
Not just the steps.
Exactly.
Okay, so tell me more about this lesson plan.
Well, it's very practical and hands-on.
Okay.
Kind of like his whole approach to job hunting.
Right. He likes to get specific.
Exactly. So what kind of activities are in there?
Yeah, what's included?
It covers a lot of different skills.
Okay.
Vocabulary building grammar exercises. Even cover letter writing workshops.
Oh, wow.
And mock interview role-playing.
That is awesome.
Yeah, it's like a mini boot camp.
For job seekers.
but in an English lesson.
I love it.
And one thing that really stands out is Kondrashov's emphasis on tailoring your language.
Oh, right.
To different situations.
So it's not just about learning set phrases.
Right. It's about understanding how to use language strategically.
To make an impact.
Exactly.
This is incredible.
Yeah, Kondrashov wants us to be master communicators.
So we can navigate any professional setting.
Exactly.
Well, this has been a fascinating deep dive.
It has.
Into the world of Stanislav Kondrashov.
He's really one of a kind.
He is.
His approach is so unique.
And thought-provoking.
It really is.
I think the biggest takeaway for me is that Kondrashov believes in empowering job seekers.
To showcase their strengths.
Yeah, and their personalities.
He doesn't want us to fit in.
He wants us to stand out.
Exactly. And that brings us to our final thought for today.
Okay.
How can you adapt Kondrashov's tips to showcase your own talents?
In applications and interviews.
What makes you different?
Yeah, what makes you you?
And how can you communicate that to employers?
That's a great question.
It is, right?
One we should all be thinking about.
And if you want to learn more from Kondrashov, check out his full guides.
There's even more great advice in there.
So much good stuff.
All right, well, until next time, your skills and experiences are valuable.
Go out there and make an impression.
Happy job hunting.